Skill-based matchmaking and Black Ops Cold War. Hey, what's up guys, this is Josh here. Today I want to talk a little bit about skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops Cold War. Everyone's kind of posting about it. I think it was trending on Twitter. I kind of knew this going in. Somebody was saying that skill-based matchmaking is never going to go away. They have stats that it proves that it's good for the game. It helps new players and they don't care who it hurts. They're just going to keep it in the game. So I knew it was going to kind of be in this game. Black Ops Cold War has got a very Modern Warfare style touch to it for sure. But just overall, the game has heavy skill-based matchmaking. To me, games with skill-based matchmaking, just back out of a few games with some bad stats and get a normal game, just, whatever. When they turn it up, don't just stay in that turned up zone. You're just going to get mad. It definitely does exist in this game, but overall, it's less frustrating for some reason than Modern Warfare. I don't know why, but overall, I'm just kind of bored with this beta or this alpha because it's just got these 3 maps. They're okay. Like the only one I like is that one sand map. And if that was the only good map in the game, I'm really not too happy. And I'm hoping they have a lot more out of the box ideas than what we've seen before. Miami, I really don't like that map. Moscow, it's just bland. I haven't had a good time on Moscow at almost any time. Maybe there's some little tricks to playing it, but I just haven't had a good time playing Moscow. To be honest, it's just a slow, kind of clunky game, and it's not the worst. I was even thinking like, it's not that bad. It kind of has a little bit of a Black Ops feel. I'm hoping that they give the game more life than something like Black Ops 4, which kind of felt completely unfinished. This one feels like they did overthink things. They did put in some new things. They did change up how you do things. So you kind of have to figure out new ways to succeed in this. You don't just use the same old things. Like, I do appreciate that they kind of try to rework things, but it's just so slow. Everything kind of feels like you're in quicksand. And it's funny that I actually went back to Modern Warfare, a game that I can't even really play. I've had to delete from my system more than once. I have to literally quit playing for at least a week because it'll get me so mad. And I went back to Modern Warfare, Search and Destroy, so it's not as crazy. And it was way better. I had so much fun in that versus Black Ops Cold War. Again, I can't play my game modes, and I usually play hardcore, so I'm having to deal with these core players. But Black Ops Cold War, it just really didn't do it for me, especially with that skill-based matchmaking. It's just like, to me, it's easier to quit the game because the game isn't as fun and as interesting as Modern Warfare is. So when they turn the skill-based matchmaking up, I just kind of want to bounce. But I don't know. To be honest, I do like that they switched up the style of the maps, but something like Miami, it just doesn't really flow. And you could tell it's that typical Treyarch style feel where I guess you could go off some area, but when you're going around, there's no place to just like run around and hide in a corner in a building if you have to call in a kill streak. Like, there's really just nowhere to lay anywhere because you have to go maybe in the corner of the map or like way back in the spawn or something. If you're like in one of these buildings and you just want to hide with like a kill streak, there's just that typical Treyarch where it's just everything just forces you into one area, which I don't mind because there was too much in Modern Warfare of just the camping and hiding. But it's just overall, I'm just not really that impressed with this game. Maybe when the hardcore comes out, it kind of feels a little rushed. The graphics don't feel that good. The audio doesn't feel that good. It just really isn't really doing it for me. That skill-based matchmaking is super high. I've had to quit out, like I said. When I see it in the game and I see the whole other squad is, not only are they good, but they're coordinating. And so it's kind of like wherever you go, somebody's holding down the area and my team has no idea what's going on, won't listen to anything. I just take a few deaths and back out. It gives me a loss. It lowers my Sbmm and I jump back in the game. But to be honest, it wasn't really even fun. I mean, they almost should have put something sort of progression or some way to get more other things because the way it is now, it's really boring. And I hope they have more than like 9-10 maps on launch because the stuff they got right now, it's just not really the best for me. But again, heavy skill-based matchmaking in this game. I care more about my stats and stuff in Modern Warfare, which I shouldn't do, but because I care about my stats, it's just I'm dealing with these Sbmm games all the time. So when I go that Cold War, the stats aren't even matched right now, or they're not even going to stay. So I'll just back out of a few games, hop in a new one. But it's just whatever. And there's also a lot of times in this game where you're shooting somebody and there's just really nothing you could do. You have a little bit of health off you and then you see somebody, you shoot 3-4 bullets like dead on him, and then all of a sudden you just die, and it's happened so many times to where it's like I couldn't have shot any better and I just died, you know what I mean? It's not as much of that in Modern Warfare, although there's some really bad stuff there. But the skill-based matchmaking is super high. but it's not really frustrating me because I don't want to play the game as much because it's not as good. But at the same time, I do want to say that it seems a lot better than Black Ops 4, and it seems a lot better than WW2. Those were really not that impressive to me or to really the community. I think it's better than those games for sure. So I guess we'll have to see, and then we'll have hardcore for hardcore players like me coming out. Hardcore for hardcore players like me coming out. I don't know, guys. This is one that I kind of want to wait till the end of November, December. Sometimes they discount the game like $10, $20 right away to get people to buy. I always bought right away, but they seem to screw players, you know, who buy right away. I don't know. It just seems like it's the worst. It's better to just come in later and get a little bit of those perks. But again, Black Ops Cold War, Sbmm, not really feeling it. Not really feeling the game at all. It would be much better without Sbmm. I mean, all the games would be. And it's funny how Sbmm totally killed Modern Warfare. And this, I don't know, especially with that time to kill being a little bit higher, the Sbmm, it's not as hard for people to melt you unless they have a sniper. But they said in the alpha that these snipers are buffed crazy and they're gonna like nerf them later on, so I'm not really tripping about that. But anyways, skill-based matchmaking super high. Yes, it gets me to not want to play the game. It gets other people to not want to play the game. And without the progression, it's not like you really want to go anywhere anyway. So I play a few games and leave. To be honest, this is Sunday. I haven't played the beta all day. I played Modern Warfare, and I almost want to delete it because, or I mean the alpha. I almost want to delete the alpha because it's just not that fun. And especially with Black Ops maps, they're so repetitive. There's like certain power points in certain places you go. So, I mean, it just almost every game, good players go to the same spot and it just gets really, really boring. You have a lot more variety with good players in Modern Warfare. But anyways, guys, skill-based matchmaking will kill Call of Duty Cold War. I will call it right now. What do you think about skill-based matchmaking? Do you hate it? Do you love it? I'll be very interested to see down below. They need to take it out. It needs to be gone forever, especially from Modern Warfare. Hopefully the sweats go on to Cold War and I'll stay at Modern Warfare, so that'll be cool. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers and I couldn't do it without any of you guys' help. You guys are the best. I'm having a great day out here. Hopefully having a great day at home. See you all in the next video. Peace.